What's up, Squirtle crew? This is TheJDzero bringing you another part 2 of the PokéTuber battles against Undoubtedtee. And let's not, I'm using my OU team, my OP team here, and against his looking like his Gen 1 team here. And the last match before we did this match, like I said, he was pretty much using a Gen 1 team style. That's what I feel like doing right now, is making a Kanto League Gen 1 team. And let's just use Gen 1 Pokemon, basically. So, before I'm gonna start doing that whole style of battling, Gen 1 only battles, I'm just gonna test the field a little bit before I do it, and then we can just go ahead and do it. So let's go ahead and get into the battle. So I sent out Tripod. I'm gonna eventually change Tripod's name. If you've seen the last couple of matches between me and Shiny Darkrai, I had a Duck Trio named Ed and Eddie. So eventually I will change this one to Ed and Eddie. So I get the Stealth Rocks. He tried to do, I don't know what he did. I wasn't even paying attention. I think he flamethrowered me the first match. And now he flamethrowered me the second one. I did get the Stealth Rock up. I did get an Earthquake up. And he does burn me. So I decided to go for a Toxic to get a poison off of him. But that didn't work. So I ended up dying out to his Overheat. So I was like, okay, well, at least I got the rocks up. I'm not too worried about it. So I sent out Leonardo, my Blastoise. And he decided to switch out and go into his Blastoise. So we have a mascot versus mascot face off right now. And since he got a little bit damaged off, it was pretty much in my favor. I did get the skull off. I do get the burn. Lately, I'm just getting flinches and burn today. Flinches and burn today. I'm just getting all these hacks up like that. Just the snap of my finger like that, basically. So he's decided to go to Mega Evolution, his Blastoise. And I avoid his Blizzard, and I got a Dark Pulse off. Trying to see if I could get some damage off of there. I did get a little bit off. He does get a little bit burn off as well. So I decided to go Mega. And so now it's basically Mega Blastoise versus Mega Blastoise. Mascot versus mascot in Mega form. He does get the Blizzard up. He does do a little bit amount of damage off. Not too much, but I do get the Aura Spear right off and killed his Blastoise. So now my Blastoise is the one on the field as the most powerful mascot right now. He does get off his Vileplume up and I try to go for a Skull, see if I could get another burn. Because lately I've just been getting burned for days. And I do get a burn for days. So and then he goes for Petal Blizzard. That kind of did a pretty good amount. Doesn't do it too much. So that's good enough for me if it didn't do too much. I do go for another Skull. I feel like I should have went for Dark Pulse at this time. I think Dark Pulse would have got a little bit more damage off. He does go for another Petal Blizzard. Didn't do as much that it needed to do. That's fine by me. As long as I keep my Blastoise on the field, that's good enough. At least I keep Leonardo on the field. That should be good. So I end up killing off his Vileplume. He sends out Raichu. Raichu is definitely going to kill me with a Thunder. As you can see right here. Thunder. There you go. So it kind of sucks that he does outspeed me with that. So it's whatever. I send out the Claw. And I decided to go for Swords Dance because I avoid the attack on his Focus Blast, as you see there. So now I'm at +1. He goes for another Focus Blast. It does a good amount, not as much as I was expecting it would have did. So I went for the U-turn. I feel like I shouldn't went for the U-turn even though I was +2, because I could have kept it in for later on, because as it would have been a little bit better. But I decided to go ahead, send out Professor X just to deal with the next threat that's gonna keep coming my way. And it ended up being Gengar. Gengar. And I go throwing off a Shadow Ball. And I thought Shadow Ball would have did a good amount and taken it out, because I had the what you call it? What will be the word? Since he got Stealth Rock damage off, I thought Shadow Ball would have did a little bit more to take it out, but it seemed to not take it out. He goes for the Dream Eater. Before he went for the Dream Eater, he put me to sleep, and then he went for Dream Eater to get his health back up. And Dream Eater is not gonna do as much to me unless you have like something like what you call it, a God of War Dream Eater set with Hypnosis. That does a lot to some of my Pokemon. I don't know why it does it, but it does a lot. So he just keeps doing it, and my Professor X is not waking up. He should be waking up this turn right here. There you go. And I landed another Shadow Ball off, ending the Gengar, because I was like, this Gengar was being such a he was just being So ended up beating that. He sends out his Speedy. I go for Hidden Power Ice. Try to see if I could just one-shot this thing. And it does one-shot it, but it didn't one-shot it because it left it down to 1 HP. And I was like, what? It got Stealth Rocks and I couldn't take it out. That's crazy talk. So I sent out my Tritanitar, and since I didn't want to go for any Stealth Rocks, not Stealth Rocks, but Stone Edge or anything, because I didn't want to have to deal with the missing and stuff like that. I got the crit off the crunch of the Pidgeot, so that was good. Then he sends out back his Ninetales. See, this is where I could have did something, but I was like, nah, let me just let it die off to the rocks here, and then I defeated the Undoubtedtee. So there you go. Here's the second part of the video, and if you guys enjoyed another PokéTuber versus PokéTuber battles, and you enjoyed these PokéTuber battles, like always, comment, share, skull bash that like button, put your squirtle shades on, and stay awesome, guys. Bye.